high call series.
Okay, children. So now we have come to the next part of this lesson. This is a skills and activity part. So as I've told you in the previous lesson also, skills and activities are very important because we are learning a language. Okay, English is a language and it cannot be learned as a set of some new words or some question answers or some grammar part. Okay, so we have to use it as a language. So when do we use a language? Yes, if you want to tell something to somebody, then we need a language. Okay, or if you want to read something, read and understanding. Okay, so language is basically for the purpose of communication, and the communication happens only if we develop these skills. What are the skills? Reading, writing, listening, speaking. Okay, we should be able to read and understand something in English. We should be able to write and express something in English. We should be able to listen and understand things in English, and we should be able to speak and express ourselves in English. Only if when we are able to do these things in English, then we can say we are learning English. Right? So it is very important that we learn how to read, how to write, how to speak, and how to listen English. Okay? So in this lesson also we have all these four sections in this, and we start with the let us read set. Okay? So there is a passage, we have to read it. So first we will listen to that. Right? You will listen to that first, and after that I will show you the passage. I will read it again. Okay? Once I do complete reading, then I will give you the time to read the passage for you. Right? So first, now we will listen to the passage. Okay?
Read the following passage. Minnie, the sparrow, was very small. She was afraid to fly. Her mother brought her to a special school where birds learn to fly. The teacher Sunny was a beautiful white eagle. She said, "Birds, do not be afraid. I will show you how to fly. Now look at me as I fly, little birds." Sunny went up in the air and circled tall trees. She came down slowly and sat near the student birds. She said, "When you fly, flap your wings fast. Once you reach a little higher, look down and enjoy the view. Flap your wings slowly when you want to come down." Minnie, Chinky, the Maina, and Kulbul, the cuckoo, were all small and were new students. Minnie was the first one to go up. She took a deep breath and flapped her wings fast. She was surprised that she was up in the air. Then came other birds. They were very happy. Now they all could fly.
So this is the passage. We have listened to this passage just now, isn't it? Okay. So Minnie, the sparrow, was very small. She was afraid of flying. Her mother brought her to a special school where birds learn to fly. The teacher, Sunny, was a beautiful white eagle. She said, "Birds, do not be afraid. I will show you how to fly. Now look at me as I fly, little birds." Sunny went up in the air and circled tall trees. She came down slowly and sat near the student birds. She said, "When you fly, flap your wings fast. Once you reach a little higher, look down and enjoy the views. Flap your wings slowly when you want to come down." Minnie, Chinky, the Maina, and the Kulbul, the cuckoo, were all small and were new students. Minnie was the first one to go up. She took a deep breath, flapped her wings fast. She was surprised that she was up in the air. Then came other birds. They were very happy. Now they could fly. Okay, so it is about a special school for birds. You know, when the birds hatch the eggs, they are very small. They do not know how to fly. Right? So after some time, they will learn to fly. So this is about a sparrow. You know, sparrows are very small. No, sparrows, yes. So there is a small sparrow by the name Minnie, and she was afraid of flying because she was afraid that if you go into the air, she may fall down. So her mother took her to a special school where the birds were taught how to fly. Okay, the teacher was Sunny, a beautiful white eagle. A very big bird, isn't it? Yes. So this Sunny, the teacher said, I'll show you how to fly, right? And then you have to follow me. So she flew up, circled the trees 3 or 4 times and came back. Okay. So once they came back, they said, okay, the teacher said, when you are going up into the sky, you should flap it fast. Flapping means the upward or downward movement of the wings. Flap it fast. After reaching a level, you can reduce it and you can just look around the sides over there. And when you have to come back, then flap it slowly so that you will be dropping down and sit on the branch. So all the birds were Minnie, Chinky, it was another sparrow, another bird. They were all small birds and Minnie was the first to go up. Her teacher asked her to go first. She was frightened, she was afraid, but still she took a long breath and started flapping it as fast as possible. And after some time she was surprised because she was already in the air. And now she started enjoying everything around her. She looked around the trees, the other birds. The other birds also came. Okay, the teacher, the Sunny, the eagle, and other baby birds who were actually waiting there, being taught by Sunny, all came up. And they were very happy because they are no more frightened, afraid of flying. Right? So they all were able to fly and they were all happy. So that is the passage, and now it's a time for us to do some activity, some question answers regarding this particular passage. Okay. So the first question is, see, who brought Minnie to the special school? Who brought Minnie to the special school? The answer, yes, Minnie's mother brought her to the special school because she was afraid of flying, isn't it? So Minnie's mother brought her to the special school. Okay. Now the second question. What would Minnie learn at the special school? What would she learn there? Her mother wanted her to learn what? Flying, isn't it? Yes. What's the answer then? Minnie would learn to fly at the special school. Because that was a school which was made only for the birds, and there is a teacher named the white eagle Sunny who will teach these young birds how to fly. Isn't it? Yes. So Minnie would learn how to fly there in the special school. Now, the third question, who was the teacher at the special school? Who was the teacher who taught these small animals how to fly? Yeah, that was an eagle, isn't it? Yes. Sunny, a beautiful white eagle, was the teacher at the special school. So who was that? It was a beautiful white eagle which was named Sunny, the teacher at the special school. Okay. Now the fourth one. Who went up in the air first? Among the small birds, who was the first to go into the air? Who was it? Minnie was the first who went up in the air. Minnie was the first baby bird who flew into the air. Right? Now, the fifth question. Why were the 3 birds happy? The other birds like Chinky, Kulbul, why were they happy? They were happy because now they could fly. So the birds were happy because they were able to fly. Earlier they were afraid of flying and now there is no more fear. Okay, they can fly now fearlessly, and that is why they are a okay. Right. So now we will go on to the next one. Let us practice. So the words with E, yes, long E sound. Okay. So here are 8 words. 4 of them have the combination of EE in that. You see, FEET, and the 4 of them EAT. Okay. So EE and EA, both these spelling combinations are used for making one sound, the long E. So this is a symbol for a long E. Right? So what do we do now is, we will practice these words. Right? Like feet, teeth, sleep, meet, beat, heat, seat, leap. What are the words? Feet, teeth, sleep, meet, beat, heat, seat, leap. Okay? Now, we'll have some more examples like eat, read, sleep, bleat. Bleat is a sound made by goat, right? Yeah. See, add EA or EE. We have seen now, just now, that we can use EA and EE to make the sound E, right? Both the sounds EA and EE could be used to make the sound E. Now, which word? Okay, 9 words are there. All the words have a blank each. We need to use either EA or EE in that, right? So, which one do we use? MEET, meet, right? And we can use MEAT, meet also. MEET, meet means meeting. MEAT, meet means flesh, right? Okay. Now, CHEAT, cheat. CHEAT, cheat, right? Now, third one, EAT, eat. EAT, eat. Fourth one, SEED, seed. SEED, seed. Fifth one, LEAD, lead. LEAD, lead. Sixth one, NEED, need. NEED, need. FREED, freed. To let go, free. KEEP, keep. KEEP, keep. And LEAP, leap. LEAP, leap. Right? Yes. So we have completed that. MEET or MEAT. You can write any spelling. Both are correct. CHEAT cheat, EAT eat, SEED seed, LEAD lead, NEED need, FREED freed, KEEP keep, LEAP leap. Right? So these are the words. So now I will keep the screen the same for another minute so that you can have a look at it. Right? So practice these words again. Spell the word and say the word. Both the spelling and the word should be said. Right? So now the next one. Add I and then read all the words. Add I and then read all the words. See, nine words are given there. 9 words are given there. Every word has a gap each. Okay. Every word has a gap each. What we need to do is we need to fill these gaps with one letter, and that is I. Okay, we need to fill them with the one letter, that is I. Okay, so I will do it all at a time. Yes. KID, kid. BILL, bill. FILL, fill. HILL, hill. KILL, kill. GIVE, give. ILL, ill. MILL, mill. LIVE, live. Okay, or lived. So kid, bill, fill, hill, kill, give, ill, mill, live. Okay, so I'll read them one by one. You need to repeat it after me. Kid, bill, fill, hill, kill, give, ill, mill, live. Right? I'll keep the same screen in front of you for another minute so that you can practice the words once again. Okay? Spell the word, read it aloud. Both has to be done simultaneously. Okay? So next is let us converse. Right? So here, read the following conversation and enact it out with your partner in the class. So here what we need to do is, there is a conversation happening between two friends, a boy and a girl. We will listen to this conversation first. We will listen to that first. And after listening to that, I will give you the wordings. I will give you the wordings of this conversation, which you can practice with your friends. Once when the schools reopen, we can go back to the schools and then we can practice the same with our friends. Right?
Read the following conversation and enact it out with your partner in the class. Amit, Veena, hello. What have you made for the class board, Veena? Hello. I have made a picture of a butterfly. Wow, that is beautiful. Amit, what have you got for the class board? I have made this small fish. That is lovely. Let us put these on the board. Yes, let us do that right away.
Okay. So now we have heard this conversation between the two friends. Now I'll give you the wordings of this conversation. Okay. So now you can see on the screen, you can see the wordings. You can read it and practice. It will be on the screen for another 1 to 2 minutes. Okay. So we have completed the conversation practicing, and now it is a rhyme time. So there is going to have a we are going to have a beautiful poem over here, a beautiful poem, and we will listen to that first. We will listen to that first, and after listening to that, we will go through the wordings, and then we will practice it at home. Okay. Once when the schools reopen, then we can practice the same with our friends. Okay. We can sing them with our friends in the class.
Prime time. Recite the following poem in groups. Our classroom. Our classroom is airy, and every girl is a fairy. The boys are angels. We all love stories and fables. Our school is a wonderful place. Here teachers are all full of grace. We enjoy being here. Why don't you come and join us, dear?
Okay. So now you have listened to the poem, and now you have the wordings on the screen. You can read it and practice it with your friends. So based on reading the poem, answer the following questions orally. So we have just to listen to a poem, we have practiced the poem also. Now what we need to do is, we need to answer these questions. Okay? We have got some questions based on the poem that we have read now, and we'll practice it now. So what is the first question? Which is said to be a wonderful place? Which is said to be a wonderful place? Check the answer. The school is said to be a wonderful place. Which is said to be a wonderful place? A school is said to be a wonderful place. Now, the second question. Find out two more rhyming words like airy fairy. So we have seen this airy fairy in the poem, and we need to find two more such words. Okay, let's check which are the words. Yes, so here dear, plays grace. So one such a rhyming word is here dear. Here and dear is one such word. Plays grace is another one. Right? Here dear, plays grace are two rhyming set of words that we have found in this poem. Right? Okay. Now we will go on to the next one. Writing skills. Read the riddles given below. Write down the answers. So some puzzles are given here. Some puzzle kind of questions are given there. We need to read them. Yeah, there is an image set also which we can refer. Right? And then we need to identify the correct answer. Right? So, yeah. You use me when you read. I have many pages. Who am I? Who am I? You use me when you read. When we read something, we use it. And I have many pages. What is that something that we read which has many pages in that? Something that has many pages that we read. What is that? It's a book, isn't it? So where is a book? Yes, a book. She teaches you in school. She loves you. Who is she? Who teaches us at school? And who loves us the most at school? It's a teacher, isn't it? Who is that? A teacher. Yes, teacher. So teacher teaches us in school, and a teacher loves us the most in the school. Right? You use me to write with. I have ink in my tummy. Who am I? So we write with this, and he has ink in his tummy. Tummy means stomach, isn't it? So who has ink in the tummy? Pen, isn't it? Yes. So pen is the answer. Now look at the picture and make your own riddle. Okay. So now we have completed all these three, and now we need to make a riddle on the chair. See, you sit on me. So we can sit on bench, we can sit on a bed, we can sit on a chair, isn't it? Okay. I have dash legs, 4 legs. How many legs are there? 4 legs. Then, who am I? Who am I In the picture, we have only a chair remaining. So the answer is a chair. Okay. So this is the riddle. We can make such kinds of riddles about other things also. Okay. At home. So we can practice that. How we frame different questions describing things. Right? Okay. So I will show you the screen for another 1 minute. You can read these sentences yourself in that. Okay? Now, copy the following sentences neatly in your notebook. So here are some 1 or 2 sentences are there, and we need to copy these sentences carefully into our notebook. So what are the sentences? I love my school. I love my school. I learn to read, write, draw, sing and dance here. So what are the different things that we learn at school? We learn to read, we learn to write, we learn to draw, we learn to sing and to dance at the school. Okay? So I love my school. I learn to read, write, draw, sing and dance at the school. So this sentence, you can note it down on a notebook. I will show it on the screen and I will keep it for 2 minutes so that you can write it down neatly, carefully, without any mistakes on your notebook. Right? Okay. Now we have the project work. So in the project part, draw and color a picture of your school and write its name beside the picture. Also, write 2 to 3 sentences about it. So you need to draw the picture of your school. So have you ever looked at the school building, how it is? Huh? Is it a tall building or is it a small building or is it a long building? Huh? So you have to observe your school. Just do this. Just observe the school, draw a picture based on your observation and write 2 to 3 sentences about your school. What do you think about your school? How do you feel about your school? Okay, that you need to write down below the picture. So you need to draw the picture of your school and write 3 or 4 sentences about your school just below that. Right? Okay. Now we'll move on to the next one. It's a value corner or the life skill. What have we learned from this particular lesson? One is that I love my school. I feel happy going to the school. What have we learned? I love my school. I love my school and we feel happy going to school because school is very important for us. We go to school, we learn a lot of things there. It's not just what we learn in the textbooks. No? How to deal with the people. We come across different kinds of friends. No? Some people are very friendly with us. Some people won't talk to us. Some people are always quarreling. Isn't it? So how we have to deal with these different people, that we learn from there. Huh? How to walk properly, how to run, how to jump, how to do some exercises and all these kinds of things we learn from there. Huh? How to use different languages, how we have to apply something that we learn in the class, in our life. All these things we learn in our school. And school is a very wonderful place. School is a very wonderful place and we have to love our school and we feel happy going to the school. It should not be that I'm afraid of going to school. No. We should be happy going to the school. Right? As it was the case of the girl in the school, in this lesson. Now, that is the end of parents visiting a school, the next lesson here. And in the next class, we will meet with a new lesson. Okay? So, till we meet the next class, take care, be at home, be safe, and yes, that's it. Thank you.